Okay. Dude, it's like... Okay, so this is how this works. Every, like... 3 months, I'll find something stupid. With fucking Auru. I'll never find anything else. It's only fucking Auru. I don't understand, man. Okay, you gotta understand, this is ridiculous. I don't even know how the fuck I figured this out. Look, okay, alright. It's so fucking convoluted. So the problem with the Auru duping before is that you could only get one item. I figured out how to do it, like, without text displacement, right? To make it fast to do. Okay, right? But basically, the only way you could continue the game is either by getting Uku or by getting Memo. So either of those would trigger fire to start working. Alright, so... This is so stupid. Alright. So, what this should do is I'm gonna be able to... Before I walk in here, I'm gonna be able to get the memo, right? And then later I can do Auru duping once with one other item after getting the memo. Which is stupid. In fact, I'm gonna put in an item. Let's put in another file just so that I can show this off. So I'm gonna have this same file in here that I can save over it, basically, and then I'm gonna have like fucking death sword so that I can get the spinner, I guess. Sure, we'll go with that. Okay, so I walked into the cutscene. So this is obviously immediately different. Okay, so I'm gonna say no. The reason I'm gonna say no is because the game, like, does some weird shit differently if you get the memo directly from saying yes in this cutscene, or by saying no and then saying yes later. So I'm gonna say no. And then now, like, the text boxes are fucked up. So, okay, so this is what can happen. And this is not really RTA viable, because it's so hard to fucking do. I mean, you could save before to try it a bunch of times, but it would be frame perfect. Basically, what you want to do, if I can show this off, actually, I'll show this off later. First, I'm going to show off, like, what I do here. So I can just, so what I'm going to do is restore position, and so this warps me away from him, right? But what this really means is that this is essentially just simulating game overing right after getting this. Because you can see the text box doesn't show up immediately. Okay. So basically, if you were to game over there by just having the bomb blow up in, like, the exact frame, like, right as you get the memo, which I think the bomb would pause during the cutscene, so it should work, technically. And you can, like, time pressing A on Auru, so it should be fine. Anyways, the point is, now what I can do is I can save, and I have memo. And since he didn't talk to me after getting the memo, the flag that basically says you've already gotten the cutscene trigger got unset for whatever reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, so I'm not messing with the, like, what saves are in here. You can tell by the timestamps and shit, right? So I'm going to get the fucking spinner here. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna get the spinner. This is gonna take a second, obviously. But bear with me. This is just the first thing I immediately thought I would do. And so the reason we're gonna do this is to get the spinner into RAM, right? Because that's how Auru duping works, is that he just gives you whatever's in RAM. Freaking UTAS. Sorry, that's just UTAS. There's like a thing if you press like super hard on the left stick of the wheel. I might like try to put a timestamp in the VOD. Whatever. Point is, so I killed that sword. I'm gonna go get the spinners. That's the last thing that I get a brown text box for. God, this is so stupid. This is like actually ridiculously stupid. So the last thing I think I found with this was like February. It's like every few months I find something dumb. Anyways, so we're gonna get the spinner. And what this is gonna do is this brown text box it gives me is gonna basically put in like one specific byte. The last item you got is this spinner. And for some reason, if the game is confused, it'll just pull from that by default. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna now go out. I have no idea what this could possibly even be used for, since you have to have a file that can get to some item. I mean, maybe if, like, it's soft blocks trying to get to it and it somehow be faster to, I don't know. It's potentially useful. Potentially. I don't know. Low percent could use it, and probably would, actually. Like, a true low percent of HD would get one item from Auru. Okay, so this is, again, that same file. Let's see. I have Auru's memo equipped on Auru just so that you can see that I have it. Okay, so this is the one that I like died in the frame after getting Auru's memo. Died. I forced it to game over, basically. Right. But you can die in that frame in between. And I'll show that after I, like, get this spinner. That there is a frame there. Like, I'll show off what it looks like normally, and then what it looks like if you say no and then do it. So that'll probably take, like, another 5 minutes, but still, whatever. Okay, so what I can do here is I can, God damn it. Okay, I just soft reset. Hang on. It's the same file still. I'm just bad. I can't do the trick right now for whatever reason because I'm an idiot. Anyways, that just goes to show that the trigger's still active, obviously. Just in case you were wondering, but I want to specifically talk to him and say no, and then walk into the cutscene, right? This is like such a low quality VOD. Oh my god. I suck at editing though, so all of this is gonna be in, and you're just gonna have to fucking deal with it because nobody gives a shit. Okay. The beautiful thing is this can't be put on ZSR because I'm cursing so much, but I don't care. I'm a sailor, man. Alright, so now that I've wasted enough time to where we're back here, I can actually try to do this correctly. So again, what you're supposed to do is you just walk directly left, right, while Z-targeting, and you stay like just out of range of the cutscene, but you can target him. There we go, okay. And so what I do is I talk to him until the option comes up. Oh, let me go ahead and equip Auru's memo just to show this there. Okay, so I'm gonna say no, right? And now I'm gonna walk into the cutscene. Okay, so this should give me a spinner, because it should still be in RAM. So he's gonna go through like his cutscene motions like normal. Yeah. Okay. So I can't really show my menu, my inventory on screen very well, but I'll try. Basically, I have spinner and the memo, which normally you shouldn't be able to do. You shouldn't be able to get like an item and memo doing this. unless you do this stupid game over trick, which theoretically should be possible, like, by doing it with bombs. Anyways. What was I gonna show? Let's see. Oh, I was gonna show the frame. Let's show the frame. Hang on. Let's inject that. So this is a file that hasn't done any of this yet. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and save once I get into this area so that I don't have to do the warp again. I want to keep playing. Alright, so the first time, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use UTAS once I get to like where I'm getting the memo to frame advance past the text box, and then I'm gonna show it again with saying no and then getting it by talking to it manually, just so that you can see the difference. And so if I do the thing where I like force the game over by warping away, it doesn't actually interrupt the cutscene if I get it like directly by saying yes the first time. It'll like still play the text boxes even though you think it wouldn't. So it's like different than what I ended up doing. Right, so let's say I say yes. So I get the memo, alright. Now I'm gonna start frame advancing, so... Okay, so you see how there's like no target, the hearts aren't popping up on the side, nothing of the sort, and it just goes directly into this, and it gives me a text box? That means that there's no active frames, right? Okay. Let's do that again, but the other way. Just to show this. I have no idea what this would possibly be useful for. Like, I'm trying to think if there's like anything in Hundo that's like super far out of the way or something. I know postals don't give you like actual souls, so you wouldn't want to do that or anything. Also, this trick would be really hard to do RTA, but it's like the same as doing essentially Deku Tree cutscene skip, I guess. In Wind Waker HD. I mean, it's just 30 frames per second, frame perfect, probably. I mean, I assume there's only one frame. There could be a couple. I don't know. The point is that there is some amount of time where you can die in between if you're already on low health. So basically, you would want to get damaged. Wait, oh, you can't, because you'd have Master Sword, right, which heals you. So I'm gonna say no. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So basically, we'd have a bomb set up so that it would, like, be about to blow up, right? So I'm gonna say yes now. So we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna start frame advancing. Okay, now look at the top left corner. And look how, okay, so you see how the hearts are popping up? So this is frame 1, right? And you can target him. And then the thing on the side, like all this other stuff on the side goes away. And you're sorry, I hit my mic. You're no longer, like, targeting him or anything. So I think it's only one frame, right? But it's 30 frames per second, so it's, like, not terrible. Anyways, the point is that there's a frame in between here, where if we had, like, died, then this text wouldn't happen. And getting this text makes it so that this trigger never pops up again. So anyways, I'm looking forward to seeing if anybody figures out a way to, like, make this actually useful for anything. But yeah, I should stop recording and post this. So yeah, bye.